I'm Dan Galusha, and welcome to another edition of Shootin' Plink. It's cold out here, I'll tell you. Too cold for air guns, although that's what we're going to be talking about. Why would I say it's too cold for air guns? Well, any of you that shoot CO2 knows what I'm meaning. Because whenever I'm doing anything like this test and evaluation, I want that gun to have its best possible conditions so that you can see the full performance of it. And I haven't tested that out yet, but I have been looking at this gun. This thing is so real, it is unbelievable. And it's a product put out by Crosman. It's made by Panther Arms, and it's called a DPMS SBR. It's a semi-auto, fully automatic AR type gun. So I'm going to show it to you now. Got it right here. Even got it in a regular case like you have it. Put it down here because things will be falling out. And here is the gun itself. Now I've got this fell out. This is the loader, which we're going to be talking about in another video. Because what this is just pretty much the overview of this gun. This thing right here, like I said, is so real. And I'll get the magazine out in a bit. This weighs, I weighed it on a digital scale. It weighs 4 pounds, 12 ounces. The magazine weighs 1 pound, 4 ounces. Now that's empty. That's not without the CO2 or the BBs at all. Because this is a BB gun. So put it together, that's 6 pounds without the CO2 in that. So pretty good heft to this for an air gun. I've already got the sights put up. They do flip up. It's a peep sight. It has 2 different apertures. You have this one right here, which is the small one, or you can put it down and have yourself a ghost sight where you see a lot more to it. This, I have noticed, has got a glare inside of it, which I don't like, especially if I've got the sun shining into it like I would right now shooting. This up here on the front side, I'm going to do the same thing that I do with my Smith & Wesson M&P15. I'm going to paint that thing white up there, at least the top part of it. You're going to be able to see it a lot better through that sight. Now, the gun itself, look at the rails you got. You can re-kit this thing out good. This up here is adjustable. You can bring it to wherever you want it. This is your forearm handle. This back here, in fact, believe it or not, I like this buttstock better than I do the one on the Smith & Wesson. The Smith & Wesson shakes back and forth, not this one. And it's got pretty doggone good. I'm used to this handle. I was grabbing for it here, but I got it right here, and they say it's pretty much on. It is adjustable. Sights are adjustable, which is great. It has the magazine release right here, just like the real one would. Over here is your safety, and it will go to semi-auto, and then over here to full auto. Put it back safe. Right here is your charger lock back. Now this does have a charger. It also has the dust cover, just like your regular one would have. You pull this back, the dust cover comes open, the bolt goes forward. Now you want to lock it back, you can do that too, because you've got your lock right over here, just like you do your real one. Put it in like that, there, your bolt's locked open. Perfect. Put it up there, it's unlocked. Like I said, just like the real one. Put the dust cover back. This thing is unbelievable at first look. The magazine, now I'll get that out, that heavier magazine. Got it down here. There are a few quirks about this magazine that I'll be talking about. We'll put that in there and you'll see what it looks like with it. You want to make sure it's in there good, just like your regular one. It comes out just like this. Put her in, she's ready to go, except that it's got loaded, and I do not have these magazines loaded. I've got 2 of them. Now I'll show you the quirks I was talking about on the magazines. Because when you load them, and we're going to have another video as to how to load these, because it does come, and I'm going to lay this down, it does come with a magazine loader. And the BBs go right in here, and this thing right here, you fill that up, and there's a thing here that will pull the follower down, and like I said, you can see here, and I'm going to do this like in the loading thing, and you pull that down and then you load the BBs and what have you. And I think I put it in there wrong, but anyway, we're going to do that in another video. because what I want to show you is the quirks of this thing. Now, this comes open down here, and we're going to cover this more in the other video. But this comes open, and inside of here is the key that tightens the CO2. 2 CO2s go in here. The problem is you have to look out that you don't get that. You have to get it back in the right spot, otherwise you're going to have it rattling around. Plus, this right here doesn't always snap back real easy. You have to use a screwdriver or something at times, and I have done it because I was just playing around with them. Again, I have not shot this. I have had to push one tab open. There's a couple of tabs, and I'll show you that, like I said, in the video where we're actually going to show you how to load this, and I don't want to get into that too much at the moment. Just basically, I want to show you what the overview is, what you're going to be looking at, because we're going to have several parts in this. And I'm also going to compare BBs in it. That will be another part altogether. We're going to compare the accuracy in another part. We're going to also test it for the velocity. According to the company, it has 430 feet per second velocity. That's pretty doggone good for an air gun. And I'm sure it does. 2 CO2 cartridges, and it's got a full auto. It has a blowback. We're going to get rid of this magazine before I drop it. And like I said, it has a blowback, which you can tell because of the way that it has this open in here. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, the teardown. Believe it or not, and I'll show you that in another video too, where we have something where I'm not dropping parts. This tears down just like a regular gun would. But here's the trick of it. When you first get it, you're going to right away say, hey, I want to see what that's like. Lay it this way. Put your sights down. Fold your sights down, and by the way, you can put a red dot or a scope on here if you want. Take it and put it like this, and right here is the pin. You can see the bigger part of it right over here, this part you're going to pull out. You push this in, and you might want to get something like a wooden stick type thing or pencil or something or other to push that in far enough so you can grab it over here. And by the way, this assist, this does not work. So this is just for cosmetics only. That's the only thing on this, I think, that doesn't work like the real gun. Anyway, you push that out, you pull this pin, but you do it with it laying down like this, because then this swings up. You can then get at your bolt, your rings, your washers, your seals, whatever you want to call them, and you can put a drop of oil, 1 drop of oil. That's it. That's what the company says. And the same with this. You have your seals here. You want to put a drop of oil on that seal. Then of course, when you're loading your CO2 cartridges, you put a different type of oil. You put a recoil oil is what you do for the seals. Anyhow, you can bring this up like this. And why I say make sure you got it like this, if you don't, this bolt that's in here is in 2 parts. One of the parts is going to come out with the charger handle. So you don't want that to happen. You're out in the field and uh-oh, what happened to my bolt? I don't remember how that thing goes in there. Because it does have to go in the right way or nothing's going to work right. So anyway, that's something I wanted to bring up to you. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to take this apart right now. We're going to talk about that in another one. Perhaps the one where we're going to be loading it. But that's the basics of it. So far, hey, I love this thing. It's just, it's unbelievable. It has 6 positions, by the way, here too, so you can adjust it for whatever you want. The full length, you know, the short. You want to use it almost like a pistol, you can do that, because it's that short. As I said, it's semi-auto and fully auto. This is going to be so fascinating, this test and evaluation. I'm going to have as much fun of it, in fact more fun, than what you folks watching it are. But I wanted to show you the overall picture of it. Again, the whole thing put together without BBs and CO2 weighs about 6 pounds. That's something, you know. And as I said, this is adjustable. I may remove this and put a regular handle on it because I'm so used to the handle otherwise, but maybe I'll get used to this on this because it should be pretty good. And you know, if you want to shoot it this way, you can. You know, it's a perfect type of a thing. I don't know what you're going to spray. Oh yeah, you're probably wondering, how fast does it shoot in full auto? 1,400 BBs per minute. That's a lot of BBs, but the magazine, it only holds 25, so you're going to run through those in a really big hurry if you start shooting at 25 like that. I would recommend bursts, especially if you're trying to hit certain things like that. You know, maybe if just for the fun of it sometime you want to run through 25, but you're going to go through it fast, and then you're going to have to reload. And the other one that like I said, I've got 2 magazines, so that's kind of good too. And I'm going to, with 2 cartridges, of course, I'm going to go through four CO2s every time I'm shooting. And you know, I at this point, this thing's fantastic. But after we shoot it, what are we going to say? I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of good things about it, so we're going to find out. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.